being one with nature. It is a lovely day, beautiful day for a video, going for a stroll, walking the dog, things like that. I apologize if I'm a little tongue tied. Still trying to get my thoughts together. I woke up pretty early this morning, but anyway, I'm gonna do the best I can today for you guys. So the other day, um, I was browsing through my YouTube and I was scrolling. I was scrolling past this short. It was entitled, uh, probably can't get it verbatim, but Modern Feminism Destroys Feminism and Gentlemen as well, something like that. It was by, if I can say her name right, Jedediah Bila. And, I was watching this and I was like, she she gets what Juliana and I discussed with you guys, like the whole basics of why modern feminism is not a smart move. It's not a good idea because, okay, let me see if I can put it this way. As a man, it is not that we don't think you know how to do things for yourself. We know you know how to open doors, you can get your own chair, but when you're on a date, we're supposed to be doing that stuff. We're supposed to be chivalrous, be gentlemanlike. If you want to do things for yourself when you're with a guy, that's not a date, it's just a hangout. You you see what I'm saying so far? Right. So there's really no point in okay, so the whole basics of feminism was have the same rights as men, get the same pay as them, uh, become doctors and lawyers like men, and things like that. Now it's just gotten out of hand. It's like, okay, so Jedediah Bila, she was talking about how, this was a perfect example, by the way. She was talking about how this guy is going on a date with the woman, and he just stands in the back. You know, he's afraid to open the door or something, like, because he's worried about what feminists would think. Again, I can't quote it verbatim. Jedediah, who is, it, I've only seen her in the shorts, but so far she's very knowledgeable. She's on live right now if you guys want to catch her channel. And hopefully she catches my channel. She sees what Juliana and I are all about. But anyway, as as modern day men who believe in modern day feminism, they're just like, okay, I'm afraid to get shunned for opening a door for a woman, getting her chair, etc. Guys, you're supposed to do that. You are supposed to do that. You are on a date. You're supposed to treat a woman like royalty. Open the door for her. Get her a chair. It's not that we don't think she can do it herself, but when you're on a date, there's different rules in that. There is nothing wrong with it. Who cares what modern feminists think? All right? Like, get the door, get the chair, um, pay for dinner. What's wrong with that? Seriously. It's like people have lost all concept. Okay, you know what? No, not people. Women. It's like women have lost all concept of what feminism is all about. It was basically, look, we want the same pay as men. We want to be doctors. We want to be lawyers. Uh, we want to do the many things that men already do. And in most situations, Ladies, you put in twice the work just to keep up with us. Now, me personally, I'm just like, okay, you don't have to put in twice the work as we do, but I understand it. I get it. You know, you want you want to be recognized. You want to have validation. I get it. I understand it. But putting that whole modern feminism concept, that whole, you know what, I can get my own, I can get my own door, I can get my own chair. It's not that we don't believe you can do things on your own. On a date, I mean. But when you're on a date with a man, that's expected of a man. That means he was treated right. That means he was raised right, excuse me. He was taught to hold a door open for a lady. He was taught to get a woman's chair, get the car door, pay for dinner, etc. And I know, and I'm laughing because I already know the feminists are gonna get mad at me. I don't care. I'm speaking truth right now. If a woman sees you standing in the back looking dumbfounded because you want to respect the modern feminism way, they- they're not, they want nothing to do with you. All feminism is, look, we want equal pay as the men, we want equal rights as the men, and it's like we're living backwards. We're living in 2023, and for some reason, it, they don't believe that all that's happening already. You know, women women are getting equal pay. They are. I'm going in a loop now. But you guys see where I'm going with this. Equal pay, equal rights. We have female doctors, female lawyers, and I respect all of that. But what I don't get is when you're on a date with a man, you want to treat the date more as a hangout because you feel like they're robbing you of your independence. That's ridiculous. It's it's so frustrating. I don't know why modern women want to act like this. They're just like, oh, I can get my own door. What you think I can't? Oh, I can get my own chair. You just go ahead and sit down. No man's gonna want to deal with that. I'm just like, all this craziness needs to stop. It's sorry, I didn't mean to get that glare on you guys, but this madness has to stop. Look here, we all get paid the same minimum wage. You guys are doctors getting the same pay. You are loved. You are respected. We don't believe we are not robbing you of your independence. We are just being chivalrous, the way we were raised to be. We know you can get your own door. We know you can get your own chair, so on and so forth. This, that, and the third. If you're going to continue to, if you're going to just be like that, just don't date the guy. Because that's going to be a deal breaker. The guy's going to be like, okay, you know what? I guess she doesn't appreciate the. Because this is what's going to play through the guy's head. They're just going to be like, well, I guess she doesn't like me as much. She doesn't appreciate all the nice things I'm doing for her. So I don't see the point of a second date here. There's not even a point of a first if you're going to do all that. If you're set in your ways, then why are you gonna Why are you gonna attempt to be like that with somebody else? If if you are set in your ways, just leave well enough alone. Cause a man wants to treat his woman like gold. Not that they don't think, not that they think that they're it, it, it's it's just gotta stop. It's so frustrating. Look here. When Juliana and I are on dates, we I open the doors for her. I get her a chair if necessary. Most places we go to have booths, so I don't always have to do that. But you see where I'm going with this so far? I apologize if I'm blabbering. I'm just like this whole thing's just gotten out of hand. It's so frustrating. I don't even know what to say anymore. And I get it. Some places still have that whole injustice, whole type of system that's like, oh, you gave him a raise because he's a man, but why can't you? It should not have to be like that anymore. It was one thing with the it was one thing with the era of the whole bra burning situation, but today it's just like men are trying to be chivalrous, but you don't want them to be because you're set in your ways or you have different beliefs. That's fine and all, but just don't go out with anybody who if you're gonna do all that. Because that's the main reason that that guy was standing in the back. Because he believed all this nonsense. He was like, "Oh well, I'm respecting modern feminism. I'm afraid if I get the door, I'm gonna hear from them, and I'm robbing you of your independence." Ah, shut up. Nobody wants to hear all that. All right, it's plain and freaking simple. If you're set in your ways, then don't go out with a man, especially one who's raised to be chivalrous, raised to be a gentleman. It's like modern feminists are just bitter. I'm just gonna come out and say it. They're just bitter women. True feminists, they're just like, oh, I believe in equal pay. I believe that a woman has the right to be a doctor, a lawyer, and things like that. Also, I apologize for the yelling in the background. But anyway, what what's the point if you're going to go out with the man, but you're just gonna open your own doors, get your own chairs? That's not even a date; it's a hangout. Oh well, I like the guy, but I'm just gonna get my own chair, pay for my own ticket, my own meal. Then have a treat yourself day. Don't do that with the man. Especially one who's trying to show you a good time, trying to be chivalrous and whatnot. And guys, don't be the guy who stands in the back with the lady standing next to the door waiting for you to open it. Otherwise, she's not going to want anything to do with you because you believe all this modern day uh, basura. For those of you who don't speak Spanish, that means garbage. Alright, you guys with me so far? It was a bit of a tongue twister at the beginning, but eventually I got there, so I hope you guys understood the basics. You know, if you're going on a date with a man, or excuse me, gentlemen, if you're going on a date with a woman and she has a problem with you opening doors and getting chairs and paying the um, for food and things like that, that's automatic deal breaker. That means that she wants to be independent. Doesn't want you to. She doesn't want a knight in shining armor, I guess she would probably call it. But look, if a woman's with you and you get the door for her and she's like, "Oh, thank you, we're quite a gentleman," that's good. That means that she's actually on a date and she wants to have a good time with you. She wants to see more of what you can do for her. All right. So that's pretty much all I got for you guys. Real quick, I want to give a shout out to Jedediah Bila for inspiring me to do this video. I appreciate it. Hopefully you can check out some of my videos. I know I have Gloria Steinem in the thumbnail. I also want to give her a shout out. Cause she made a big difference. But I think today's modern woman feminists, I think they lost their way, to be honest, because she was fighting for equal rights for the women and things of that nature. But anyway, I hope you guys learned as much as I've taught you in this video. I love you all. I'll see you in the next video. Have a magical Monday. Bye.